Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, in this episode I'm going to give you my 5 best tips to boost your Instagram. Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, my name is Sir Germany. I'm a French photographer from the beautiful, the amazing city of Paris, France. Right now I'm in the Garden of the Luxembourg, one of the nicest gardens in Paris, and I'm preparing my workshop that's starting on Monday. And I just want to do a quick video to give you 5 things that really helped me on Instagram. One thing I noticed with social media over the last year or two is that I only have 3 social media where I really get engagement, comments, where people ask questions. Number 1, Instagram. I get a lot of, actually for me, number 1 is YouTube because that's my biggest social network. I got over 400,000 subscribers, so that's where I get the most comments. Number 2 is Instagram. And number 3 is 500px. Facebook is kind of dead for me. Like I get very little comments. Twitter not that much. And something changed in Facebook and Twitter, for sort of influencers. Because I've talked to Scott Calby and other big, influencers on the web, and they have the same issue. But Instagram is still very strong. I guess they want you to pay, on Facebook to get your stuff out. On Instagram, it's kind of cool. And Instagram is an amazing place to get jobs. I got a lot of jobs from social media, from buying, right now I'm about to sell a short that I did called Arthur to maybe 250,000 DVDs in Germany through social media. Or I got a deal with Nike, gallery deals. A lot comes from social media. Instagram, if you're a photographer, is your kind of like moving, living portfolio. So it's really important to get out there. So tip number 1, post very often. I would say if you're a photographer and if you're serious about photography, try to post 3 times per week. And every time tell a story. What's the story of the photo? Why did you take it? What happened? That's my tip number 1. Be very regular and try to have the same style. Like don't put like landscape and then you having a coffee somewhere. If you're a photographer, don't post photos of you, post photos of your work. I've observed that to be better. And by the way, the tips I'm giving you helped me to get my Instagram that was not moving for years. I was like in 3, 4, 5,000, and in 1 year I went to over 30,000 with the 5 tips I'm going to give you. So tip number 1, post 3 times per week. Tip number 2, use hashtags. All right, so on a hashtag, I advise you to you can use up to 30 hashtags. Try to use them all if you can. 15 on what your photo is about, sunshine, the color, where it was taken, related to your photo, and 15 which are feature accounts. You need to find a list of good feature accounts that you can hashtag so they can see your work and they can share it. That's very important. I know it's a lot of work, but you can use a website like I think it's onlyput.com that can help you to save your hashtags so you don't have to re-put the same one over and over. You can create group of hashtags. You can Google for group of hashtags. And the big trick is do not put the hashtag in the description of your video, but post your photo and then do a comment and put the hashtag there. It's going to look much more cleaner. So that's tip number 2, hashtags. Tip number 3, answer the comments, answer the DMs, the direct message that you get. Be in communication with your following. If they ask you a question, answer. If they say something nice, you can say thank you. That's very important because that's going to attract more people to your Instagram. Number 4. C'était quoi number 4 déjà?
C'était numéro 4, c'était d'aller sur les autres et de commenter les autres.
Number 4, a good trick to get attraction is to go on big influencers or feature accounts or people which have a big following and leave a comment on their photo, but do an honest comment, like don't say, oh great photo, oh I love the sky, how you diffuse the sky, like explain why you like the photo. People will see your comments, and if you're one of the first one, you can get a lot of people to follow you because you did that. So post comments on other people's photos. That's very, very important, and like other people's photos as much as you can. And number 5, use stories. Stories is a great way to engage on who you are with your public. Use as much as you can stories. It's really fun to do, and whenever I do a story, there's at least 10 to 20% of your audience that's going to watch it, and that's really cool. So that's my 5 best tips to boost your Instagram. And that's how I got to from 5,000 to 30,000. That was really the main things that really helped. My daughter Marine helps me with my Instagram, and she does a great job at it. And you know, I love the challenge of having to post photos all the time, you know. So it just, I'm all the time taking photos, and it just forces me to, you know, be regular. Two things before I let you go. If you didn't get a chance to pre-order The Hollywoodians, we're 10 days away of the release of the movie. It would mean the world to me. It's a cool movie about reaching your dreams with many actors, not just me, and you'll see it's fun, you know, it's surprising, and you can get all the links below this video or at the end of this video. Also, my Photoshop for Photographer course has been on for a few weeks, and it's really the best course that I've ever done. Over 66 videos, 21 projects, I give you all the raw files. It's, if you want to learn Photoshop, it's really a course I think that's going to take your photos to the next level. Voilà, check this out. Mesdames et messieurs, I will see you tomorrow in another episode. Santé!